What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Dan here, guys. I want to welcome you to the game update for November 2020. And guys, this is a fairly big month. Not so much in releases, but, well, for what's actually coming out this month. We'll get into that shortly. Guys, let's just kick things off with a bang. Now, there's a couple of things you got to know about this month. Some things got pushed back, some things got delayed, etc. So things that were originally coming out in November are no longer coming out in November, and I'll touch base on that in a little bit. And there are some things that are going to slow down the month to a degree, and there are some things that might have to be delayed on my end, and I'll explain, like I said, as we get there. But first things first, let's jump into the first releases of the month. We've got ourselves two games coming out on the 6th of November. Up first, which I'm really looking forward to, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered. That game is going to be done on the 6th. That'll just be recorded. There will not be a live stream on that, but I have that to look forward to. That one actually kind of came out of nowhere. I wasn't really expecting until people were like, Dan, did you see the remastered trailer for, Need for Speed Most Wanted Remastered is coming out? And everyone just kind of says things, and then, a lot of times things don't happen, or people believe something that they shouldn't believe online, and then we end up kind of just in a giant circle of what ifs. But this time, it actually came out, so I'm looking forward to that. Also on the 6th, we've got Dirt 5. Now, surprisingly, I'm actually going to be streaming Dirt 5. I made the decision that based on the last one, when I played Dirt 4, I actually didn't finish it. I felt like I started slowing down a little bit, and I got a little bit grindy, and I don't know, I just kind of ran out of time with that game, and I wasn't devoting as much time as I wanted to. So yeah, we're going to give Dirt 5 a try on stream. I do like the Dirt franchise a lot. I remember Dirt 2 was just the absolute icing on the cake. One of the best Dirt games ever made, if not the best Dirt game ever made. I put so much time into that. Unfortunately, though, Dirt games haven't really been like that since then. I feel like they've gotten longer for the wrong reason. So a lot of games, a lot of the games like drone out, so you're playing the same stage over and over again. Downside with games like that is you do kind of need a setup, like a racing setup. And I don't actually have that. I just have like controller, you know what I mean? So I will be getting the game on PC though, so I'm sure it'll look absolutely stunning. That's something I'm really looking forward to. Obviously, it's still a fun game. I just want to try it streaming. That way there's no pressure to sort videos or anything. I can just play it and do as we do this, do that, do different challenges, whatever. That's the beauty of streaming. There's no like deadline. There's no, there's nothing you really got to, set to. My OCD can rest based on, even though the OCD comes out, it can still like, rest and, not have my anxiety too high. So that's what's going on for the 6th. I'm looking forward to that. All right, now before we get into the next couple games, I just want to announce what's happening the week after that. On the, I believe it's the Tuesday and the Thursday, you'll have to forgive me. We have I'm not sure if that's true or not, but we have a couple of major releases. And I think you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. We have got the Xbox Series X on the 10th, and we've got the PlayStation 5 on the 12th. What are my stances on these consoles? I know a lot of people have been asking me what I'm getting, what I'm going to be doing on that, etc., etc. Well, I'm going to explain it to you. Xbox Series X. I want one, but for different reasons. I don't need one because I've got this computer here, and anything that comes out exclusively to Xbox is also going to be available on Windows 10 with their Play Anywhere. So really, I don't need an Xbox Series X for recording. I don't need to stream with it. I just really need it. It's more of a want thing, just kind of for the family to use kind of thing like that. Maybe if I feel like I want to play some casual games in the, in the living room or something like that, I could totally do that. That's kind of what I'm thinking, but in terms of what I'm using it for here, not really essential. Because like I said, we got the Windows PC, which completely blows it out of the water. This PC of mine annihilates what the Xbox Series X can do. So again, it doesn't make sense, you know what I mean? When it comes to the PlayStation 5, and if Sony allowed their games to be played on PC, we wouldn't even be discussing this at all. But based on the situation and the fact that there's going to be some next-gen games that I want to cover, I will be getting the PlayStation 5 for sure. However, I'm sure you guys were aware at how rocky the pre-order situation was for the PlayStation 5. I knew what day they were opening up pre-orders. And I know what day they were supposed to let people put their money down to claim a PlayStation 5 for when it comes out. And all the retailers accidentally released the pre-orders a day early. So by the time I came in, there wasn't any left. And here's the thing. A lot of people have been saying, Dan, these people are opening up new pre-orders for this date, etc., etc. But that's for the United States. Every single update I've ever gotten has not mentioned Canada. I've subscribed to like 5 to 6 different like places to buy the console, and I've checked off the box, the little box that says, "Hey, email me as soon as this is available again." Haven't heard anything. I've been keeping my ear to the ground because I didn't want to miss it, and it just looks like the Canadian group is getting the original amount that they were given. If you missed it, you gotta wait. So this has never happened to me on a new console launch before, but it's looking like there aren't enough consoles to go around for me to get one off the snuff, which at first really choked me up and really frustrated me. However, I've come to terms with a couple of things and I've made some decisions. So chances are I won't be able to get a PlayStation 5 until December, possibly January. Not the end of the world, but it does delay some things. At the same time, it doesn't delay some things. And let me get into that in just a second. So before we jump over to this, I'm going to continue back to my list, okay? Really quickly, just letting you kind of know what's going on. I'm guaranteed getting a PlayStation 5 whenever I can. Xbox Series X, it's like a maybe, and I don't know when kind of a thing. You know what I mean? So that's where I stand on those, because all the games, like I said, I dominantly play on PC. That's just how I roll. It's just, I prefer it. Looks better, performs better. It's better vision. It's easier to work with the stream, that sort of thing. So finally, let's get into the next release. Coming out on the 10th, we've got Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Most likely be playing that game early. I'm not sure when. I did put my name down for one. I'm assuming it'll be a couple days prior to that. Let me just confirm that I know what day I'm talking about. The 10th the 10th is the Tuesday after that. So I don't know. You might see a stream on the 9th or something like that. I'll let you guys know. But that'll be streamed. We're going to be just doing. There's going to be a lot of game streams that we're going to be doing. At this point in time, I might end up doing some double streams. So as things get crazy and I'm streaming multiple games, normally I just stream a game till I'm done it and then occasionally switch back and forth when a new game comes out. But now we're into the point where the games are long. All of the games I'm streaming are long, so I'm going to be either doing one stream and then recording or doing 2 streams in a day. So I just want you guys to be prepared that there's going to be a lot of stuff, and the stuff that I am streaming, like I said, I'm telling you, if things change, I will let you know. But we're going to be probably bouncing between Assassin's Creed Valhalla and Dirt 5 for streaming. I'll try and get as much Dirt 5 as I can, but keep in mind when Need for Speed Hot Pursuit comes out a few days before that, I'm going to be grinding out as much as I can. It's going to be pretty intense, but I'm going to make sure I get it done or do what I can, try and balance it. So you're going to have to bear with me during these times. But again, as we go through, you'll realize there's not as much stuff as we originally thought, so I don't think it's going to be too bad. Anyway, coming out on the 12th now. This is where things are. This is the PlayStation 5 launch. I will be getting Spider-Man Miles Morales. Now, this was one of those games. Now, this is the day, like I said, that the PS5 is coming out. There were 2 games on my radar. Believe it or not, there was a lot of games that I didn't really give that much thought into. I looked at them, I watched all the events, and I decided, nah, I'm good. And that involves launch titles exclusively. Now, the 2 games I was looking forward to, or looking at for covering, was Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and NBA 2K21 Next Gen. Here's my thing. Because I cannot get the PlayStation 5 on launch day, or chances are I won't be able to, I'll have to do Spider-Man on PS4. It does come out on PS4. It won't look as good, it won't perform as good, but it'll basically be the same thing. It's the same story, same kind of idea. So we get a slightly worse visual experience than we would have, and I can live with that. So this is going to be a recorded game, Spider-Man. Just keep that in mind. So it sucks. I'd rather experience the brand new title. I love the Spider-Man that came out on PS4. One of my favorite games of that year. One of the best games of that year. One of the best games I've played in a long time. One of the best Spider-Man games I've ever played. So I know I have to do this game. I want to do this game. I just know that the PS5 version would kick the shit out of it. It's literally like playing a game on like on PC, like playing a game on medium settings versus playing a game on ultra or the highest settings. That's the night and day difference. The gameplay is still the same, story still the same, but the experience is just that much better. And I'm choked that I won't be able to experience that, but it is what it is. Now moving on to, so that'll be done on the 12th, but I'm still talking about that. Speaking of NBA 2K21 next gen, they made it seem 2K made it seem that they were spending no time on current gen and all the time on next gen. That is the case. NBA 2K21 current gen, so Xbox One, PS4, and the PC version, mind you, are all the same edition. They're essentially a template from last year's game, NBA 2K20, and they've just refilled it with a different story, new scenarios, things like that. However, there's no cutscenes. Once you're finished the story where there were cutscenes and you get into the NBA, bam, that's it. No cutscenes. It's all text dialogue, nothing. You'll still get text and those, you know, the endorsements and the billboards and the sponsorship stuff and all that, but there's no cutscene to go with it. It's very, very lazy development. So naturally, everyone's saying, well, Dan, you got to do next gen then. Don't spend your time on current gen, do a little bit of gameplay, and then jump to next gen when you can. And that was the plan up until I started seeing some more gameplay. Now, the game looks good. Visually looks really good. However, there are some aspects that make it seem like it's the same game as the past few years. The same animations, they're supposed to be smarter, they're still doing the same thing. So it almost makes me wonder, are they spending all this time not necessarily on the career, but more so on just the gameplay and how it looks? And the fact that the gameplay is still very similar, but how it looks got the overhaul, it makes me realize that I don't think it makes sense to get the next gen version. Because let's be honest, if they have to do a double release, like if they have to do current gen and next gen, what are the odds they're going to add that much more to the game? While there might be more to the game on the PS5 version or the next gen version than they are on current, there's still going to be a lot of issues. There's still going to be nothing, like not that much there, because they've spent all this time on two different projects that are basically the same thing. I guarantee you we're not going to get that much more for our money when it comes to the PS5 version. Now here's the thing, I did get the edition on PS4 that allows a free upgrade to PS5, so I could still try it out and check it out, but I have a strong suspicion that it's literally the same game, maybe a few extra cutscenes. Not really the same game, you know what I mean? I'm not really missing anything, and it's the same kind of situation with Miles Morales, where I play that game, it doesn't look as good, but it's essentially the same thing, right? So I'm not really missing out. So I feel like what I should do is wait until 2K22, then get it on PS5. Or at least start a series for it, I should say. At least do a series on PS5 then. Like I said, when I get a PS5, if it's a free upgrade, I'm gonna check it out and see what the differences are. But if it's the same storyline and it's basically, I'm not even gonna bother. That's my thing. I'm just gonna do the PS4 run through the game. I'm already quite far into it. I've recorded 35-ish parts to the series already. We know this series is one of my longest running. Usually lasts about 80 to 100 parts, or usually it's like about 100 parts, 100 to 120 parts, depending how much I do. I have a feeling this one's going to be the lowest amount of parts because there's not as much career that I could split up. So naturally, yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. So yeah, that's kind of my decision on that. I know there's things could change. I could end up changing my mind on some stuff, but as of now, this is what I'm doing. This is what I have to work with based on all the other stuff going out and how rocky the releases of these consoles are. I've got to make these decisions. So unfortunately, I don't have a PS5 at launch. I can almost guarantee I don't. But I'm going to make do with what I have. And to be honest, the rest of the launch titles, like I said, I'm not into. Not saying they're bad. I don't want to do them. It's that simple. I just want to focus. I told you guys last year, year before maybe even, that I'm starting to focus on games that I want to do and cutting out the stuff that I have no interest in. I used to do literally everything under the sun, but nowadays I've played enough games to know that I don't want to do this and I want to do that. It's black and white, simple as that. So I've got to be more selective. I don't have as much time as I used to when I was, when I was younger. When I was just a single guy living on his own, working nonstop, recording for YouTube. That's all I would do. I've got the responsibilities now. I've got this, but I also have my family and, a lot of things I have to do in my life. So unfortunately, I've got to cut back on the amount of, I can't be playing every game. And the thing is, doing this for over 10 years, I know what games I'm going to like and which ones I'm not. It's as simple as that. So I'm going to take on the ones I want and I'm going to push past the ones I don't. I know you guys are with me regardless, and I appreciate you very much for that and, just supporting and everything. It really means a lot. So, yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that was my situation with next-gen consoles. We'll be getting it, but again, there's going to be a delay, and we're going to have to just kind of deal with what we got for now. And then once new games start coming out for the PS5 or PS4 exclusively, or I'll get it on the PS5 once I get a PlayStation 5. Simple as that. End of story. That's how we're doing it. Makes sense. All right. Anyway, no more dwelling on that. Let's move on. We actually don't have a lot left. In fact, there's only one more game left, believe it or not, through all that. Because here's the thing with the next-gen consoles is we actually have a lot of repeats. So games that already came out this year, games that came out last year, that we've already played on PC that are just put to next gen. So it seems like there's a ton of stuff. We've done most of it, or I didn't want to do it. You see what I'm saying? So that's kind of the funny thing with the launch. But think back, ladies and gentlemen. Think back to the PS4 and the Xbox One launches. Were the launch titles that great? No, they were not. I mean, the ones that stand out for me that weren't particularly good, remember Xbox One, Rise Son of Rome, PS4, Knack, didn't like Knack. I didn't really like Rise Son of Rome. They were kind of like, look at what the console can do. So anyway, guys, moving on to the 13th of November, we have our last game of the month. And that is Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. I'll be getting this on PC, and that is going to be probably my long-term game for the year. Meaning, just like I've been streaming a lot of Call of Duty literally all year, like from 2019 till now, I still play Modern Warfare. That's probably going to be my game that I'll be filling in when I want to play multiplayer. I will be doing the campaign. It has a campaign, Black Ops campaign. Awesome. I love the Black Ops campaigns. They're so good. The fact that Black Ops 4 was skipped really choked me up. But we're back, and I've actually really been enjoying Call of Duty. Modern Warfare was money. Now, there were flaws with Modern Warfare, obviously, but it's a step in the right direction from where the series or the franchise has come. It was kind of like just beating a dead horse for many years, and now it's coming back up. It's more enjoyable. They're including things. A lot of cheese still, but they can work off that. I'm not saying we're going to have a massive advancement with this game, but I can tell you right now, it's still going to be a solid game, I feel like, and we're going to have a lot of fun in the multiplayer. But yeah, it'll be done on PC, so we don't have to worry about next gen or any of that stuff. PC trumps all, baby. So I'm really excited for that. Now, that is the month of November. Pretty chill month if you ask me, because there isn't much left for the rest of the year. I can count on, I only need about 2 fingers to count the remaining games in 2020. There's some things that might not come out. Everything's getting pushed back. COVID has really screwed up the gaming industry this year. So I know that, like I said, some things could change for me this month. Some of these games might get done. Some extra ones will be added, maybe some DLCs. I don't know. But right now, I'm just giving you the heads up. I know a lot of people are going to ask me, but if you didn't hear the news, it got postponed. Cyberpunk 2077 was supposed to come out this month, got pushed back. So I know people are like, well, what about Cyberpunk? It actually got moved to December. So we'll talk about that in December, unless it gets delayed again. I don't know, but I wouldn't be shocked. But this is the 4th time I think that it's been delayed. This is the 4th release date, not the 4th time it's been delayed. 3rd time it's been delayed, 4th release date that it's been given. Quite frankly, man, I think it's brilliant that it's not coming out this month, because there's so many games coming out around it. I want to focus all my time on Cyberpunk. And if that means having an entire month of December to play it, that's brilliant. I am stoked as hell for that. So I don't know why people get upset over these things. Gives you a chance. I know you're excited to play a game, but let them work out the kinks, let them work out the bugs, let them figure something out. Either way, it works for me. I'm psyched that I can finish all that stuff in the month of November and then focus on Cyberpunk. Because when you have Assassin's Creed Valhalla and Cyberpunk, 2 massive RPGs coming out, bruh, it ain't gonna be easy to balance those 2. RPGs take up so much time. So you can see what I'm talking about. It'll be nice by the time we get to December to focus just on Cyberpunk, unless they delay it again to 2021. We'll find out. Either way, that, guys, is it for the month of November, the game update. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, be sure to leave a like. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What game or series are you looking forward to the most this month? If there's anything you feel I missed, any DLCs, like I said, anything you know of that you think I would like to cover, shout it out anyway, even if I've already decided not to. I'd like to see what people want me to see. Maybe that could persuade me. Comment down below what you want to see, what you're looking forward to, like I said. Helps out so very much. Be sure to like and follow my pages on social media. Facebook.com/DanQ8000, Twitter @DanQ8000, Instagram @DanQ8000, Snapchat, DanQ8000. Also, be sure to join my Discord server. I'm really on there a lot now, guys. I'm using Discord frequently, so join it. Invite link is right in the description. Come join. It's so much more reliable than like YouTube notifications, and when I go live, it actually notifies you properly. It actually works, whereas YouTube notifications, they're not that good. Also, if you guys want to get a shirt or a hoodie, there's a link in the description. If you want to save 10% off DXRacer, like this one I got here, there's a link in the description. Don't forget to use the promo code DANQ8000 to check out. Finally, guys, if you want to sign up, become a DanQ8000 member. It's the start of the month. I'm about to do my giveaway for the month. You get entered into the giveaway as part of the membership program. You also get badges by your name, emojis to use, exclusive streams and videos. There's a lot of stuff I have planned. I know I'm late with some perks, and I want to push that probably into the new year where things are starting to sort down. People want a house tour, people want an office tour, people want a PC build video. All these things I want to give you. I kind of want to do some exclusivity to members, so you can check that out. And I got lots of stuff in like running. The cogs are turning. You just got to bear with me. I'm still dealing with a lot of stuff in life. But to get those exclusive videos and all those other things, you got to become a member. There's a link in the description, a join button below the video, and on my channel page. So go check that out. Completely optional though, but if you do, you get those dope things, and it helps the page too. All right, guys, thank you so much. Take care. Have a fantastic day. Cannot wait to see you guys in this month. We've got plenty of great games on the lineup. Till then, let's hand things over to Knox Hill. Have a good one, guys.
Who's the man with the plan? If you feel trouble wildin' wild on these violent and hit you 8,000. Wait a minute, hold that style is dialed in. Goddamn Billy Jack, we still riding tires flat. I hear them sirens, see shots flying, so we driving fire back. If they ain't vibing, lie with that. Got me dressed up in all black. What up? Hood up, and I see them haters try to run with us. They gon' need inhalers. Gotta breathe them hard just like Darth Vader. Players, grab your respirators. Night invaders get lightsabered. Mask on for the shooters. Move like trash to bed intruder. Got that Glock and got them woofers. Just press play, I'll keep it moving. Who is Knox Hill, you damn fools? Keep it fresh like canned food. There ain't nothing we can't do, so tune into that Dan Q. Yeah. It was never, ever a game. I'm out.